Good morning. Uh, Most cancer patients, when they finish their treatment and they are told by the doctors that they are cured of cancer, they have become cancer free, one question which generally looms very heavy on their head, and I have spoken now to so many cancer patients. One fear, one thing that is so heavy on them is whether I will get it again. Is there a chance of recurrence? Now, this is something very difficult for a doctor to tell the patients. What the patient now has to understand is that cancer is a disease which he or she had not contacted from outside. It's not like a cold or a flu which had come from outside. This is a disease which got generated from inside. Now, if a disease has got generated from inside, the doctor has done his job. He has, if it was possible, and if there was a lump in the body, wherever, the doctor has done the surgery and has taken the organ out or has taken the lump out. If there were some cells which were still remaining, chemotherapy is given so that the cancer cells are totally killed. And the radiation also takes care of the cancer cells in a similar way on the localized organ. Now, after all this has happened, the cancer has gone out. That's true. But if the cancer was generated from inside, we need to understand as to how my body had generated this cancer. So one has to understand it like this. If there is a pond of water where the mosquitoes are, they are coming and they are coming in plenty. What is happening? So once or twice you will spray the medicine. But this is not something which you will keep doing day in and day out, because if you keep doing that, then the water of that pond is no longer drinkable, because the chemicals which are killing the mosquitoes are also becoming a part of the water which people could be drinking. Similarly, if the cancer cells became so aggressive in my body, then the doctor has sprayed the medicines, the doctor has done his bit. After some time, to kill the mosquitoes completely, we need to change the water. We need to understand that the water is becoming dirty and therefore the mosquitoes are happening there. Therefore, we need to change the water. Similarly, if this environment of the body had given birth to cancer, I need to now look at it, understand it, and if required, change this environment so that in future I do not get cancer, or I at least reduce the probability of getting cancer. If I need to change this environment, I need to understand what does this environment depend on. So the three things which are very important on which the environment of the body depends on, one is the food that we eat. The food that we eat. So what are we eating? In what combination we are eating, at what time we are eating, and with what kind of mental state we are eating is extremely important. The second thing which is there is how we are breathing, how much we are breathing. Are we even breathing full? Are we breathing in a way that they reach the organ which processes the breath? Or are we doing shallow breathing, which most of us are doing most of the time, and therefore it is not even reaching the lungs properly. So second is the breathing, how much, how we are breathing. The third is, how do I keep my mental state most of the time? So am I driven by anxiety, by stress, by anger, by grief, by jealousy, by shame, by guilt? Are these the emotions which are guiding me in life? If this is so, then I am keeping my whole environment in a very acidic state. When my body environment is an acidic state, it is creating so much of toxicity inside, and the cancer cells thrive on toxicity. So we need, if I need to take care of this toxicity, if I need to change the environment of my body, I need to take care of this toxicity. I need to understand as to how this body of mine, which is 5 feet and some inches, what is happening inside my body? Am I giving nutrition through food to my body, or am I abusing my body through food? Am I taking enough and ample oxygen inside my body through my breathing, or am I abusing my body by having that, short breathing? My mental constructs. Do I bless myself with mental constructs, or do I abuse myself with mental constructs? So I need to work upon these 3 things to change the environment of my body, so that in future I reduce the probability of getting cancer again significantly. And we would be talking about these 3 factors in the further videos, where I would be talking to you about food, about breathing, and about the mental constructs. But as of now, we need to understand that after we have been cured of cancer through the medical treatment, now we have to become responsible for our health. We need to look inside. We need to regulate the environment of our body in a way so that cancer does not happen again.